Good morning, collective. It's telling me I've only got 56 minutes, so I'll have to be fairly quick, then I'm going to run out of space in my phone. So anyway, I'll start off. I got a message in my dreams last night, or this morning, and it was quite exciting. So I had, how do I explain this? So it was like a procession after a big battle, right? You know how like you get those images, old paintings and that of like when the battle's over, and the whole procession of the whole army is like a great big long following the leader at the front, and it goes right over the hill, there's like three horses at the front, so I was in the middle at the front of the procession. So this is like the collective, right? And then there was two men on the side on their horses. So the procession that was behind me was all like representative of the collective, right? It was all like bells and whistles and streamers, and everybody was celebrating, right? Like all this procession that went right up over the horizon, right? Like it was a beautiful bright day, and the grass is green, and this long this track, and yeah, it was all like bells and whistles, right? Then the two figures on the horses on either side of me were like, they were riding beside me, so they were on the same battle, but it was like they never got, like, won the ranking somehow, right? So they had no procession behind them. They were like on either side of me and went through the same battle, but they never ended with all the bells and whistles. And so their horses, like, they were riding along kind of solemn, as if they lost the war. But they never lost the war because they still made it into the procession, right? But they never made the ranking. That's what I got. So anyway, and then so the collective have like won the battle. They won, they won the souls, and all the procession is like the following of, and lots of like animals, and it wasn't just people, right? It was like animals and birds, and like in this following, right? And it was all colourful and streamers and bells and whistles. Yeah, and the other two men were sort of like grey, and it was men. Like, there were two men, and they never won the accolades, although they still made it to the procession, but they never had the following as the collective has, right? So so the following, so that gives me like, I've been talking about churches a lot. I feel it's like this is representing the ways of accumulating, or not accumulating accolades, because that's not what it's about. It's about like how many people, like it's more about like how many watchers or people learning from the learning from the collective, and then the learning from these other two entities. I can put it like entities, whether they're been effective in their teaching, of Spirit, the Holy Spirit, God. The followings are, thank you, Spirit. My amethyst that's hanging here, it's vibrating as I'm speaking. Yeah, so it was like high vibrational energy that was in this procession. Anyway, from there, we get to wherever it was that we were going, and it was like I was actually just really happy that we were made it. So I knew these two men, right? Like one of them is somebody who's on the path with me on my left, and he was like sulking, but he shouldn't have been because he made it to the, I can say, the holy realm. This is just what came to me, or like the, they made it in, right? Like Intuitive Goddess was talking about this morning, right? And she was picking up the same story, and she explained it like with a door that was slowly closing, but it was all covered in jewels and that. And, like it was, like this person was panicking because they needed to make it in the door and they weren't going to make it. But anyway, in my analysis of it, in my experience dream, or 5D realm, this person was like jealous and annoyed, and because they never made the ranking, but they should have been like happy because they made it through that door, but they never had the ranking, but they still made it there, right? But they never had all, they never sort of got through the door with a whole lot of procession behind them. So that's kind of like the goal, right? The followers that come with you, the ones that you may have influenced or taught along the way. And anyway, so the one on the left was in this sulky energy, and sulking over it, right? But they should have been like happy. The one on the right was actually like a bit, but at the same time they were grateful that they'd made it through, right? Even though they never made it to the same ranking as the collective. This other person was grateful that they actually made it there, like to the holy realm, like with God, like it's because we're going through all this judgment, right? Anyway, from there, so then we get to this place. It's sort of like a big open paddock, but it was like a big celebratory feast, like a big barbecue, basically. And anyway, the two that were with me, because of their ranking, they were sort of like placed on the outskirts of the, like just on the edge of the perimeter of the celebratory arena, I can put it like that. Anyway, and because they were sort of like, they were like my, colleagues, like, I have a strong bond with these two people. One of them I know, right, in the 3D. The other one I don't, although I do, but it's like the other person is like somebody from another lifetime or something who I don't actually recognize in the physical, but I do recognize their soul, right? But anyway, they were like sitting on the very edge of the arena, and I was like, I was placed in a higher ranking place. Anyway, so I'm walking down. I walked down the grass, and I wanted to go and find them and eat with them because it was a big feast, right? And so I get like a plate of food or something to bring to them and sit at this table with them, and I found them on the edge of the arena, and they're looking out over the horizon, over towards a city or something like that. I could see something in the horizon. And it was like these old wooden tables. And anyway, the one that was on my left that I knew in this physical world, he was like, oh yeah, you know, like, it kind of like pissed off with me, you know what I mean? Like, because they never made the grade, basically. And he, you know, like, I gave him an offering of food, you know, like, and to, you know, connect. And he was like, oh, no, I don't want to eat it, you eat it. And so he kind of went off kind of sulkily and sort of like was leaning on a fence somewhere. Anyway, the other person, he was quite happy to eat with me and talk and, you know, like, you know, be on that higher vibration. So, yeah, it was about, yeah, but anyway, it is what it is. So those people, they made it to the realm. So that was something to celebrate, right? So this person shouldn't have been sulking, you know, like they happy to make the grade, but they were jealous because I never made that level or that ranking. So anyway, from there, I ended up in a, it was like an airport, I suppose, like, so to go to the next level. And so the other two people were left to where they were. And I was moved to, or ready to go on this aeroplane, I think. It looked like an airport anyway, this building. And one of my other old friends was there who had also been going through a spiritual journey, and she'd made it to the airport as well. So like she'd made it to this next level place, right? And it kind of looked like an airport. You know how you have open windows and, you know, chairs, people around waiting, right? And anyway, this big butterfly it was a butterfly about that big, right? And it was beautiful, you know, shimmery blue, and it had this very pitch black body, and it was all sort of like silky, fluffy, right? Anyway, this huge big butterfly comes flying over, and it just lands on my shoulder, and it just starts going like this, you know, like snow, you know, like this feeling of, yeah, that bonding, gratitude, love, you know. And she was standing next to me, and she goes, "What the hell?" And I related it to, you know, like when you know, you live your life and you do things in the world. And anyway, I'd rescued this butterfly from a cobweb, and it was stuck to its partner, and the partner was dead. And actually, I still got to post that picture on the community page anyway. But anyway, I got a photo of it. They were joined at the abdomen, and one of the butterflies was still alive, and I managed to be able to pull them apart and release the one that was still alive from the one that had died, and it flew away, right? And so I related it to this big blue butterfly, and it was snuggling up to me. So it was like, you know, like a soul saved. You know what I mean? It was like that. Yeah, anyway, so then the butterfly flew away, and then I was explaining it to my friend. And that was the end of the dream anyway, so we're still waiting at the airport, so we're still waiting to go to that next level. So this is where we are collective because of the good deeds, or the ranking that we have gained in the spirit. Okay, so anyway, so I've already pulled some cards here. So we have the Knight of Swords here. So this is like movement quickly, right? Then that is clarified with the King of Swords in reverse. So this is somebody, a tyrant. This is somebody who's, you know, tyrannical and cold-blooded. So this is relating to, you know, like the jealousy that I'm feeling. So we've got the 5, because somebody's been left out in the cold, right, with the 5 of Pentacles. And clarifying that, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So that's a 5 to a 4. So that's holding back and being left out. Or, you know, like this is giving me that person that was, you know, feels left out, even though they've got to a ranking of, you know, they made it into the realm. So that's, you know, the ranking is low, but they are still within the city perimeter is what I'm getting. All right, but they have to hold back because their ranking is low. For the battles won, you know, like because of the way they operated in the 3D, in the way that they the way they operated in that's how that's all I can put it. How they operated in 3D over their lifetime, and it was, you know, like the 5 of Wands. So it was always a physical fight. You know what I mean? And here we have the messages from Spirit. So this person is getting these messages, and I just keep looking at this one, looking over at the collective, like, well, you know, like I'm operating always in the physical fight, you know what I mean, always fighting, whereas the collective work with messaging, like with Spirit, you know, like it's more of a this is sort of like more of a connection with the Holy Spirit, and then using that same way of connecting to others through the Spirit. And so through the Spirit and the way they operate is more of an intellectual way. And so anyway, this person is sulking about this, but they need to be actually looking at what they've still got. They still made it to the realm, but they're focusing on these 3 that are spilt, right? And so they're sulking about this. And it's a big burden to them, right? Because they feel broke. And we have the Knight of Wands because of the way they acted. So, but the collective is celebrating with God. Because they listened, right? You know, one of the, I remember actually saying that to somebody, you know, like, all you need to do is to operate out of love, right? But here we've got jealousy and no partnership. You know, like, this is operating out of jealousy and sabotaging others. Yeah, this constant battle. So this is what one operated in, and this is why their ranking is lower. the collective operated out of love. So you can, this is like trying to force a way of being on someone, and this is just operating out of love and using the intellect to using God's influence. See how this is the hand of God, and that's just the offering the hand, right? Out of love. That's what that is. In peace. Whereas this way of operating is a battle, and it's focused on shame, and you know, like this one's ego, you know, like I won sort of thing, but they didn't, because the souls are in shame. They're not like high vibrational. So the whole goal was to raise people's vibration to a higher level, to get to that higher realm. This person did make it to the realm, but they're on the lower rank. Wow, Spirit. So this is pretty cool. Now we've got, yeah, I still got quite some time. I've got. So, yeah. No, I don't want to use that one. I think I'm going to use. I'll use the light seers. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Right. Okay. I hope everybody's having a lovely day. And everybody's feeling high vibrational because we have moved. We've come into this new energy, right? We've got through this battle. This has been a huge shift that we've just moved into. Okay, the Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. The Knight of Swords, clarify. Moving to calmer waters. The Six of Swords. This is a lot of air here. Air sign. Six of Swords. King of Swords. The world. This is the end. This is the end. What is it? How does that song go? This is the end, my friend. Wow, that sounds pretty dramatic. The end. Yeah, we're moving to calmer waters. We're moving out of this sulky, and this energy here, like, this is this sulky energy. Look. See her face? It's like, yes, we're moving to calmer waters. We're moving to that next level, but they're sulking about it. So this person, like, yeah, because they acted in this tyrannical way. This is this could be an air sign here. You know, all gung-ho, and we're going to cut the heads off people and shit like that, you know what I mean? It's like a real violent battle. And now they've had to be subdued and, you know, like, take their suitcase and you know, they got the crows leading them. It's like, yeah, accepting, they've made it, right? They're making it to the calmer waters with their suitcase. It's a bit like giving me like, you know, like, what do you call, uh, what do you call it? Oh my God, I've got a blank. Spirit, come through. Damn. You know, when you've lost the battle or lost your own ground and you have to seek refuge somewhere. Refugee. I don't know why. This is giving me refugee. They lost their ground. But they made it to calmer waters. So they need to be grateful for that. Because this is the end of the battle. 5 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. 5 of Pentacles. So yes, this is the refugee with the wounds and everything. You know. But they need to be grateful that they actually made it to that place, right? Oh, that's too much, Spirit. But yes, that's clarifying again with the 4 of Pentacles holding back. So this is that lack mindset. I'm not going to take these ones. I'll take that one. The lack mindset, but we have the star here. So this is, yeah, okay. So that's, again, that's air sign, like Aquarius, perhaps. Well, this is them holding back their pentacles, so they're hanging on to that. Yeah, they're hanging on to that idea of, you know, lack. You know what I mean? Like they need to actually be grateful that they actually got to calmer waters, and you know, they made it to the holy realm, but they might not have made the rank in because of the way they operated, and they're actually looking at the collective as the star. And they're jealous. And they're jealous. Here's this, again, we've got the Ten of Wands here. That's at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Wands is, you know, like, and she's got all her backpacks. This is the refugee again. It's a burden. It's a burden. So this is giving me like, you know, like the, you know, the procession and the 2 horses and the 2 miserable ones alongside me. But they need to be grateful that they made it. The 3 of Wands, waiting for the ships to come in, waiting for the accolades, and yeah. Okay, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Ooh, that wanted to come out. Oh my God. 5 of Wands, seal it. They're battling with the 5 of Cups again, and there's the 5 of Cups right there. So it's like they're spiraling into this dark hole, this dark pit, because they can't get over the battle. They're sunken in misery. Eight of Wands for the Spirit. Ooh. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, okay. They feel like a page because they behave like a page, right? They're regretful in the way they operated. Immaturely. Not using their intuition, because we've got, yeah, that's what they're regretful about, the way they behaved, and they didn't use their intuition, they used their swords. See the 10 swords? They used their 10 swords against the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, being the collective. They used 10 of swords They didn't use their intuition. They didn't listen to the messages from God. They acted out of their ego and immature, and now they're sad about it. They didn't listen. Now they're all sad. And the collective, 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. That's celebration and children dancing around and partnerships, and you know, they're having the feast. You know, this is the accolades and the, you know, the big celebratory party for winning the battle. This person did win the battle with the collective, but they never made the ranking, and they're all miserable about it. I'm focusing here on the dog and the loyalty. This has given me the other energy. So you know how I was saying there was the two energies on either side of me during this procession, and one of them was sulking about their rank, and the other one was just grateful that they made it there. And that's given me that loyalty dog there, the Labrador. They were just loyal, and they were happy to be balanced in that way. 5 of Cups. Oh, that just bounced back, yeah. Love. This person's sulking about this love offer. This person's sulking about there being this other energy, I feel. It's like this person's actually got jealous about the other person's attitude towards love. It's not over. We've got the 5 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because this other person is not in their head. The 9 of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. Ten of Wands, but this other person's in the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Burden, but they need to be grateful. It's a King of Swords. Yeah, okay, so there's the King of Swords in reverse here. That was that tyrannical sort of way of operating. But here we've got the King of Swords in the upright. And so maybe this person has lost their, you know, that they're still kind of sulky about it, but they've learnt their lesson. And they've just gone away to sit on a rock and think about their behaviour. But they've learnt their lesson. Oh, see with the wise owl there, you know, they've learnt their lesson, and they've actually ranked up in wisdom. But they still feel like they've missed out. They've missed out on love. The 4 of Cups again. Missed opportunity, right? Loyalty, because of their loyalty. They were a page. Knight of Cups in reverse. They didn't give the offer. They didn't make an offer, and then we've got the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse, and that's exactly what that's saying, yeah. And so the collective, but the collective have got the accolades. 6 of Wands, this is a victory for the collective, not against this person at all. They've just, because they followed their intuition, they listened to the guidance from God, they've made it to the higher rank. in the spiritual. Yeah, see? The Nine of Cups. The Knight of Wands. Somebody's having to come out of their head. We've got 2-2 here, but they're both in reverse. This is the Knight of Wands. It's in unbalanced. 2 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Swords. So they're unbalanced about making their decision, or their decisions, their decisions, it's the way they made their decisions. They didn't make an offer. It's about the way they operated in like that tyrannical sort of way. It's how they made the decisions. And it was imbalanced with the 2 of Pentacles there in reverse. They just went, they kind of like went in action with the Knight of Wands here. They sort of like operated in haste and passion, but they didn't use their intellect. And this is an air sign, like an air, like a Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, right? And so that's intellect. That's about the intellect. But this person didn't use their head. They used their passion, their heart, their fire, and operated too quickly and didn't listen enough for the guidance from the Holy Spirit. They 5 of Wands. They operated in fire, energy, not using the head. They didn't. Their strategy was to work too quickly. Like run into things and work on emotion and passion, fire. I shouldn't. Yeah. They worked with fire. And with the swords here, they worked with the swords. Well, they didn't use their head at all. They didn't use a strategy. They didn't listen to the guidance of the Holy Spirit, basically. It was like they used violence instead. Aggression. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Yeah, out came the 5 of Wands again. That aggression. Under the moon, it's exposed. Yeah, because they acted too quickly. They rallied together, people. Unhealed, Hierophant. Yeah, so they didn't listen to their proper guidance in spirit. Give it like this. It was like they rallied together with a posse, You know how like getting together a whole group of people to go up against somebody without actually thinking what they were going up against. And we got the Hierophant here in the upright. Here it's in the reverse. It wasn't of God. It wasn't balanced. It wasn't speaking with the Holy Spirit. It was like just working at a fire. And it's left them in the 10 of Wands. Burdened. Unhealed, imbalanced. Hierophant. got the Queen of Pentacles. Not sure if that came out in the reverse or not. Let me just check. No, it should come up in the upright. So, it's about money. See, this is doing things for the wrong reason. Yeah, and this is why they haven't won their stripes with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Because in the upright, the Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior earning your stripes. But here it's in reverse. And look, they're ashamed because they never earned their stripes and they're burdened by it because of the way they operated, the way they acted, and now they're broke because of it. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, look. Broken-hearted and out of balance. You know, their pentacles are imbalanced. Yeah, because that's just the accolades that they didn't get. All they've got is low rank. Unhealed. Their rank is low. And they're broken-hearted about it. But they've got to get up and realise what they do have and being grateful for that. That's the point. With grace. Not with jealousy. And because this is why this person's sulking because they never made the ranks. Have a go for time. Okay, we've got a few more minutes. So, okay, let's clarify with something here. Hang on, now let's get a sacred destiny. Close out with an oracle instead. Okay. Okay, Spirit, Holy Jesus, Holy Ancestors, Holy Spirit guides, the highest degree, the highest light. What is our holy destiny, our sacred destiny here for this person? What is the destiny of this person if they move with grace from this point? This person, if they move with grace from this point and be stillness, look, it's a swan. They can elevate and become a swan. This is like acceptance and being still and being open to, like, this is the downloads here with, this is like the, what do they call that light in the northern hemisphere? The aurora, and this like the spirit, the downloads from heaven. This is accepting your position, your rank, to be able to move to the next level. There has to be an acceptance of and putting jealousy aside, being still and actually thoughtful about this voyage, the movement forward. thriving. It was in reverse, but we're going to take it in the upright. Stillness and void to thrive. This is moving forward to that. This is giving me like, you know, these giraffes are moving towards that airport, you know, like with the beautiful butterfly in it. And the other person has to accept their void as well, and it's the lesser position. It's like the collective is the big mother whale, and this is the other rank, and they're tied up and being carried. They're being carried to the next realm. It's giving me that, like, you know, wounded energy that they never made. They made it, but not with that, yeah, like higher rank. So I keep getting that. Thriving. Oh, look, transformation, and there's the butterfly. That's the next level, right? And in the dream with the big butterfly sitting on my shoulder and, you know, like fluttering on my cheeks, that's the transformation. Transformation. Thriving and transforming. Wow, Spirit. What is the next level, Spirit? What is the next level after this transformation? Like, it doesn't get any better than this, right? Well, for the collective, but the others are still there. They're there with us. It's just, I need to accept the position, right? Protection, and the protection from the Holy Spirit, because they are still protected. They're still under the shade of the tree, right? The protection from that lightning strikes. They still get to rest under that tree. That's lovely. Acceptance. It's all about acceptance and gratitude. Yeah, let's see what the Holy Ancestors have got to say. And then we'll ask the angels. Creativity. Bottom of the deck, creativity. Holy Spirit. Holy Ancestors, what is their advice here for the collective moving forward? Forgiveness. So this is somebody needing to forgive. Trusting yourself is often trusting yourself, right? Trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. Don't worry if you get this wrong. The consequences will not be as bad as you think. This is the accepting of the ring. Accepting the self, accepting the position, accepting that we are not perfect, that we aren't going to get everything right, you know. So this is accepting the failures, you know. You know, yeah. Forgiving the self. This is forgiving the self. Breathe, yeah, breathe. Sit under that tree of protection the tree of protection from the Holy Spirit, and breathe. Take a few deep breaths and accept that sometimes things just don't make much sense. Soon enough, everyone will come to their senses to see the situation for what it is. Wow. What else, Spirit? Strength. Because this is how we get our strength and we grow one step at a time. The need to stand up and have an opinion, because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. And that's having the strength in taking accountability for yourself. And that's the only thing that matters. And this is like forgiving the self. The decision will have long-term effects on your future. That's what, yeah. Your opinion of yourself is the only thing that matters at this time. Decisions. It's your decision whether you keep this up or let it go, but continuing will not change the circumstances or the outcome. So this is like keeping up that sulking attitude of lack, you know, or I didn't make it, or I made a mistake, or, you know, this is like, you know, you can keep going with that I made a mistake and misery and sulking about it, or you can get up and celebrate the good things that have transpired and accepting that position. Because it's not going to change, right? This is acceptance. And responsibility at the bottom of the deck. Become discriminate about the people you choose to help. There are too many people in your life who don't take responsibility. And didn't I just say about responsibility for themselves? And instead rely on you to sort it out for them. And this is giving me that person that was on my left that just was not taking accountability. And yeah, there's nothing else one can do is encourage that person to accept themselves. Breathe. Okay, Spirit, I'm going to leave it there. And please like, share and subscribe if you like my videos. Please move forward in peace and acceptance. You can actually make a super thanks down the bottom. There's like the 3 little dots that you click on, and there's actually like a super thanks that you could actually donate and help with progressing this channel if you feel. Otherwise, you know, like just like, share and subscribe, or you can actually go to my shop and buy something. That's another way to help me out or help my channel move forward in the next level of life. Moving into the next cycle. Okay, in peace. Peace.